Hello, friends. I hope everybody is having a good week. I wanted to come on here real quick and share a couple of scriptures that are on my list of God's promises. And it's so funny because I've just been meditating on these scriptures for the past week. And some of the people that I listen to and follow are talking about this right now too. And so I thought it was funny how God is stirring me up about this, and then also other brothers and sisters. So the first scripture is Second Chronicles 7 verse 14, right after God is talking about how he can send plagues on his people. Verse 14 says, "Then if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and restore their land." I love that. That's a promise that if his people, will humble themselves, and that's what I'm talking about, being humble, having humility, and pray and seek his face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and restore their land. And the next scripture is out of Matthew. So that was Old Testament. This is the New Testament. Matthew 23, starting in verse 11. I'm going to say 11 and 12. "The greatest among you must be a servant." It says, "But those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted." And I love this because he is saying, if you put yourself on a pedestal, if you put yourself you're higher than others, you're more important, you're better, you're this or that above others, you're gonna be humbled. And I don't know about you, but I've been humbled by God, and it's not fun. I would rather humble myself before God. I don't want to be humbled by God. I believe it was Pastor Hadley that said this, but winning an argument with God is really losing, because his ways are higher than our ways and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. He knows better than what we know. So I love this scripture right here, because if you exalt yourself, you're going to be humbled. If you humble yourself, you're going to be exalted. And I want to share real quick something out of a devotional that I read this morning on the Bible app. If you don't have the Bible app, I encourage you to download that, because there's so many plans and devotionals on there. You can have friends, you can make pretty verses like I do. It's awesome. So Proverbs 15:33 declares, "The reverent and worshipful fear of the Lord brings instruction and wisdom, and humility comes before honor." Again, that's Proverbs 15:33. And it says after this, this is just a part of the devotional, not scripture. It says, "Humility comes before honor. Humility comes before exaltation. Humility comes before promotion. Humility comes before expansion. Humility comes before increase and enlargement." That's basically just other words of saying, that humility comes before honor. Humble yourself. I don't know. That God's really pressing me about this. I don't come on here and talk about anything that I don't feel God is working on personally for me. So I encourage you to just read your word and humble yourself and pray and worship him and give him glory and honor and praise, and watch him start working in different areas of your life, and you'll experience his love and his grace, and it's just amazing. So I know this was for me. I don't know who else it was for, but I hope you guys have a good night. See you later. Bye.